Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the collective energy, timeless general reading. We want to know what energies are around us currently and what we need to know. This is again a timeless reading. You were supposed to hear these messages whenever you're watching this video, and we will focus on a brief message for each zodiac sign, sun, moon, or rising. I wanted to thank you all for supporting my channel. Thank you so much to those who have reached out for private reading. If you're all interested, you can reach out to my email address. You can find the email address in the About tab in this channel. With that, let's start the reading. Let's see what kind of messages we are receiving collectively for everyone. Please take what resonates with you. And also, we'll have brief messages for each zodiac sign. Let's see what is going on. What do we need to know? Um, Someone might have a backache or a stomachache. It might be some time that you might have your stomach. For some of you, is just upset, or maybe you have a stomach flu, but it's gonna go away. It might have disrupted a little bit your normal activities. Some news is coming, or some person is going to connect with you from far, or you might be attending a conference via Zoom or any social platform. Someone might give a lecture. Some of you might take a course um, using the online platforms, and it might take some of your time. Wow, this is beautiful. If you're doing some kind of artwork, I see that there's a lot of success for you. If you're painting or making statues, this is going to be very, very nice. You might have ideas, very creative ideas for generating a creative artwork. Someone might buy a bike, a motorcycle, or just a bike. I see maybe a Vespa bike or an electric bike that someone is buying. You might need to commute to somewhere that you used previously the public transportation, but now it's that you're using your bike. For some of you, maybe it's with the spring coming and the weather getting warmer, you're thinking of renewing your bike, repairing it, and use it more often. There might be some mail delivered to you, something that you have been expecting. I see number three. Maybe in 3 days or 3 weeks after you're watching this video, some news is coming, someone is coming, some communication is going to be delivered to you. It's a young boy, maybe 3-year-old boy. I hear for this is for some people, not for everyone. You are probably thinking about adopting a child. If you are thinking about this, this is going to bring a lot of um, spontaneous joy into your life. And if you have started the work, the process, it might take 3 more weeks or 3 more months for you to get to have this child with you in your family. It's an adopted child. For some of you, a child is in need of care, and you might be called to go and pick them up or give some care to them. For some of you, I can say that they might call you from the daycare and say that come pick up your son. Or I see them as a male energy, like around 3-4 years of old. Be careful if you have a son or a toddler in this age. Make sure you don't leave them alone somewhere, because I find this child to be lonely. Some of you are thinking about, again, the energy of the child is there. Some of you could be feeling that you're a little bit lost, or some memories about childhood has been back to your life or to your memory for some reason. If you're going back somewhere that you had childhood, I don't want to say drama, but you had memories, and that's might trigger some feelings inside you. There is a yes answer that you will receive. Someone might need to buy a mouse, maybe a wireless mouse for their computer, or there's something wrong with your mouse. Some of you might need to buy a new one, because I don't know, there's a problem with your mouse or your keyboard on your computer. Be careful, don't type errors, because there might be a problem with your keyboard or your mouse that could make, I don't know, could cause some kind of errors in your work. Someone is thinking, or some people are thinking of going into the zoo, taking the children to the zoo. Again, be careful if you're going to a park or somewhere. Make sure you are watching your kids, because there is a chance that a child might be left alone somewhere. Again, I see intellectual work, some kind of creative work is done. Again, it could be in the form of an art or in the form of written poetry. If you are into those things, specifically if you are a Pisces or a Sagittarius, I see that might be very something that you are thinking about it, or that might keep you very busy. You might have read something, a book, an article, or you have listened to an audiobook, or you watched a movie that really moved you, and you were still thinking about it. Or maybe it gave you some clues about some work that you could do yourself, something that you could write yourself. I see that something that you saw or your head has seriously triggered something in your mind, and you're thinking about that. Some of you, if you have your own business, you or your boss or someone that you work with, they're thinking about changes in the setting, in the work setting, in the workflow. If you have your own business, maybe you're thinking about different ways of marketing. Very seriously, someone is thinking about it. And if it's not you, they will reach out to you. For others of you, I see that someone is stealing, unfortunately, from the business, and another person is suspicious, and they have picked some evidence about this person. There might be confrontation. There is some money loss. If some of you have your own business and you see that your net gain is not what you expected, there's a leak somewhere that you need to clarify. That person who's doing this wrongful act, they will know this before things come on the surface, and they might leave this setting. So be careful. If you're also suspicious to someone, if this applies to you, I'm not saying that it's going to apply for everyone, but definitely some people need to hear this message. And again, I see a Sagittarius and a Pisces here. The owner, the victim of this wrongful act, could be a Pisces or a Sagittarius, a person who trusts everyone, but again, someone is misusing this trust, and they're taking some money out of the business. Specifically, if you're working with Bitcoin or other digital currencies or something like that, there's a leak. Someone might just get the wallet and disappear, or the password or something like that. Be careful, specifically if you are female Sagittarius or Pisces. This person can understand or can get a feeling of the fact that things are not in their favor anymore, and they might get the money and leave. So be careful. You need to act smart. Don't trust everyone. Specifically, I see that for digital wallets. If you have those things, be very careful and try to know all the rules and regulations, I don't know, for those things, so that you don't 100% trust some person who's expert and they have every right and access to everything, because then your money, your investment is at risk. I just had to raise this concern for some of you who this applies to. Beautiful weather is coming. Whenever, maybe a few days that you feel very good, or it just is a nice weather after, maybe it's not too cold, it's not too hot, very pleasant atmosphere, very pleasant. Again, I see the climate very nice. You might go outside, you might buy flowers, or you might pick flowers in the park or something like that. You might see people. I see that the change of the atmosphere, the weather being very pleasant, brings people more together. Maybe people go to a picnic, or there's some people are taking sun bath, or they're getting tan, or just spending time outside. For a lot of you, I see that's happening after some cold or too hot weather. Is just like very much joyable, and I see more people are going out. There might be concerts or events outside, specifically at night. More gatherings at night that people can enjoy. That's really nice. Someone is craving ice cream, or they're having ice cream now. Again, I see someone is really thinking there's something for this person to find out, and they're really trying their best to understand what is going on. They're trying to analyze the situation. I very clearly see a setting that a family, they have two kids, and they're sitting in front of a doctor or in front of a lawyer or landlord or something, and one person here is not playing the good person's role. There might be some dishonesty. If you're thinking about buying a property, investing your family money in a bank or institution, be careful. I see some red flags. If you are a family, I see that the female energy might not be very supportive of this idea of, like, I don't know, maybe putting all the money in one investment or buying. There is some dishonesty going on. So be careful about purchasing something, signing a contract. But I see there are powerful people that can help you if you want to understand what is going on. You have all the means. You can just reach out to some people who are very willing to help you. Very powerful people are available to help you. If you were a victim of a fraud or something, you can definitely reach out to people who are expert and they can help you. They might need investigations and they might be monitoring. If you have your business, again, be careful with your accountants, with people who are taking care of the securities and stuff like that. Someone might be very worried about health of their child, but you will hear a good news. There is a relieving news coming. I see number 4, so maybe it's something that you were dealing with for 4 months or even 4 years, and now you get a clear answer. Maybe therapy is working. For some of you, you are in the situation that time stops for a moment, like you are sitting somewhere with someone, you're waiting for them to announce something, and by the time they are trying to communicate that with you, you feel like your time doesn't pass. You feel like time is going so slow. For some of you, due to something that's happened in your life, you feel like time is so slow. It doesn't move. Maybe you're waiting, maybe your child is sick, or maybe someone is at the hospital, and this time is maybe someone is waiting for their test results, and this is going very slow. But don't worry, I see you're getting out of this discomfort or something. Some people might be, I don't know, enjoying kayaking or spending a day or an afternoon in a boat, in a river or a lake. I don't see a big water, but you might be able to fish. There might be someone that might want to meet you outside, like on a boat or like next to a lake or something, a river, and this will bring a new source of income or a new source of friendship in your life. It could be a date, and there's opportunities for you. For some of you, your finances are all over the place, and there's a lot of leaks. There are things that you haven't taken care of. Things are not in a good state. You might have missed some bills or something like that. You have to take some time and look back into your finances and try to sort everything out. You might need some help. Again, I can see that all kind of help is available for you if you just reach out, and they can help you instead of thinking and even maybe blaming yourself or asking why this happened or why did I do that. You can easily solve the problem, take available help or professional people and solve this problem. I see some of you are just trying to find who was wrong, why this happened. But at this point, I see that you need to act quickly and fix the problem rather than finding who was guilty. Someone is buying chocolate, I think a round shaped chocolate. You might receive that. Someone's traveling to Paris. I definitely see France, the energy. Maybe someone is getting married in France and they might already have a family, but maybe they want to receive a certificate in Paris. Very beautiful, nice family. If you are traveling to Paris, again, I see you might lose something that you might need to go to the police station or to somewhere that I don't know, maybe the train station office and ask for something. Like maybe you have lost something or you're asking for an address or somehow you might need help. But again, I see available help for you. So don't worry if you are in some kind of hardship, at least help is available. Some people are enjoying with their friends, and they're going. I see the lady J, and I see people being upside down. I don't know if you're doing parachuting or stuff like that, but there's so much fun. I see dogs, huskies or shepherd dogs. So maybe you're going to somewhere with your friends and there are dogs. Maybe I don't know, hunting. Um, but it's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy that. Um, I see that someone might have very annoying nightmares, and they might be scared of the dog. Could be your child. Um, you definitely need to do something about this. Again, I see some disorganization, some things that have been left um, without supervision. I gave the example of your finances, that things are messy, but it could also be someone need to take care of their health, their sleep pattern. They might need to work on the fact that they can't sleep, the dreams that is bothering them, for example, and this hasn't been taken care of. Something has been neglected for you, either for you or for other people who live with you or they're close to you. Um, if you have children or teenagers, I see that they might, or maybe a pet, they have a habit of um, reaching out the window while the car is on in motion on the road. Very dangerous. Be careful. But I see someone is just reaching out of the window while the car is on their body is out of the window. Maybe they are welcoming someone, very excited or something like that. But just be careful. For some of you, I see cuddling and warmth with your family. Money is coming, more income. Again, there are pieces and beats that you need to figure out. I don't know if it's money, maybe you're receiving money from different sources and some of them you forgot. You might have forgot a bank account that you're still receiving income or something like that. If you're retiring, make sure you're checking all your accounts. I see some leakage again there. There are some gossips. With people or from people that they're trying to show that they're very important, but actually they are not. I don't see anything important with them, but they might try to make things look like that important discussions are going on or they're having important decision making processes, but I don't see that. Beautiful lady sitting, the beautiful female energy. Could be pregnancy. Someone might be pregnant, you might have a difficult pregnancy, or someone might have just gave birth, and I see their child on their lap, and look at this big fish. A child has brought a very good fortune to someone's life. Although the pregnancy has been difficult, I see that this giving birth has opened a lot of doors of success and blessing into your life, which is great. Even the way this baby was born might have been not a miracle, but very unusual. Maybe the doctors told you something that it was, I don't know, somehow it was remarkable or it was somehow specific. The doctors and nurses that who delivered this baby, they will never forget how this baby was born or this baby. Very powerful. This baby has a message. Again, I want to repeat that this mother might have had a very hard pregnancy or a very hard labor. Maybe even after having the baby, they're still recovering. Very, very powerful energy. Very, very powerful energy. Someone, a female energy who's very connected and maybe even spiritual, just had a baby or is going to have a baby, and the universe is blessing that baby, and even the hospital or the city that this baby was born is going to be very much blessed. I can clearly see the picture or image of a man in male energy with sunglasses. Maybe they even have a pipe on they're smoking a pipe, and this is very clear. I clearly see it here. I don't know if you can see that. If you recognize this person in your life, your father figure, friend, an uncle, brother, they are very present here. They're thinking about you. For some of you, they're monitoring you. This person could be also a person that is in doubt about the path forward for them and for their company business. I previously mentioned that some business or some leakage is happening somewhere that someone needs to figure things out, and they will. There might be people who are coming to assess things or investigate things, but this person, who I see them as the person in charge, they have a lot of keys chained. They have a lot of path. But if you are this person, or this applies to you, you have to act fast if you're suspicious of weird activities, because the person who's doing it might flee. Beautiful energy, very nice signature. Someone is finalizing a deal or a recognition. Beautiful energy is happening, which is beautiful signature is being done, and opens up a huge path in front of you. You will have the person who's signing this contract or whatever it is. They will possess things. They will have the ownership of huge things. I can see lands, big lands, big farms, or even industries, or maybe some digital land. There's a transaction which is going to happen, and I for some reason feel South America. Could be something regarding to wheat or agriculture, some transaction, transportation, something beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of money in that. Maybe something is being illegal, and this opens a lot of activities for people who are in this business. I see a lot of keys. Um, a lot of solutions are coming into your life. That baby that I talked about, them, they not only bring luck and money, but they also bring a lot of blessing. That's fantastic. I'm so surprised to see this. This is very, very beautiful. There is a setting of for a party or prayer. As I said, there's a night that people might have a celebration, a spiritual celebration, religious celebration. There is cooking, and there's some weird active actions that people are doing. Maybe it's dancing, maybe they throw their shoes at each other, or there's some kind of tradition that they throw shoes. um, Maybe there's chocolate cake, or dark chocolate cake, or dark coffee being served. um, I see the lights are low in this party. Maybe it's late at night. Someone has issues with their toes, maybe your nails, or somehow you need to go to see a doctor about for your toes. There's something that maybe you go for a pedicure, and somehow you get irritation, or you get allergies, or you might have allergies to what they have used for your manicure or for a pedicure. Um, you might go. I mean, if that's the case, you might go see a doctor. You need it needs to be checked. It needs to be seen. Um, Again, I see some of you are going to various parties or celebrations, or maybe someone has two birthdays, one here and one with friends, one with family, one with at work, one with family at home. There might be a wedding at two places, two parts of the world, which is actually very nice. I see different settings, same celebration in two different places and with different people. There is victory. Someone is winning something big. I mean, a child might come back home with a great news to their parents that is very much celebrating. Someone is doing yoga. If you have a yoga channel, it can be seen more. You might get a lot of views. There's hope for a lot of you. There's a curious person. Someone is curious, and this curiosity is giving them a lot of benefit in the future. They might start, um, they might start getting into projects. There could be an Aries or a Capricorn projects that is rewarding, and maybe this curiosity for them guides them at a younger age. They're guided to somewhere that people normally get there after 10-20 years, but this person, because of their curiosity, they are understanding things really quickly and moving very fast. Well, that was the general message. I am now going to focus for each zodiac sign and see what we need to know, and what zodiac sign specifically, what is there for them, what do they need to know. I start with Aries. Aries, you are taking long walks, or you have decided to start walking again. Some of you, someone is coming from a long distance. Maybe after a while you're seeing them. This is a female energy, but again, I see that you might be thinking about going back to your walking routine. Maybe for some time you stopped, or it's your diet that you stop, and now you can go back to that routine. There might be a blind person or someone who has disabilities who can use your help. If you have some time to help them, that would be great. Um, some people are teaching or trying to learn how to play golf, which is actually very nice. I see a young adult playing golf. You might be asked or invited to go with someone on a golf weekend, golfing. It might be boring, but there's advantages. Maybe there's something that you can learn, or the people that you connect with, it's worth it for this activity. But eventually, you enjoy it. Some people are taking selfies. A child might ask you to buy them a scooter, might buy them a scooter, specifically if it's an Aries baby that they all, I mean, a Aries person or child. Mine who had their birthday, they might have requested or received this in a scooter for their birthday. I saw this spa back in the beginning as well. Or maybe some of you are buying that for your birthday if you're Taurus or Aries. Whenever you're watching, it could be any sign. Um, I guess that's it for Aries. Let's move to Taurus and see what do we need to know for Taurus. Um, there's a gemstone, something that you get out of a situation is very rewarding, something that you extract from somewhere. I don't know if you find something a secret. I see sunglasses, something that was covered or you didn't have information, you can now extract that. Darkness is going to be away. Some of you might have some cosmetic surgery on your body. You want to really show maybe body sculpturing or some enhancements in your body parts, specifically if you're female. I clearly see that. Um, and you might have done that, and then now you really reveal that, and maybe people are asking, oh, did you, like, you look different, did you have a surgery, did you had a procedure? And you would tell them yes. I mean, people will know the results are good. You'll be happy if you're thinking about doing that kind of surgeries or enhancements in your body. I see that it's happy energy. You will be happy with that. um I see energy of twins or a couple that are trying to be very much alike, and they're trying to copy from each other somehow. Someone might be trying to copy from you or understand how you're doing things. Mm. Intimacy, I see there. Some of you might be in love and you're buying some, I don't know, like some things for that. For that, mm. You might receive some chocolate. It might be difficult for you to go back into a relationship. Some of you, the self-esteem is or has been low, but don't worry, things are going to be easy. Maybe someone was not in a relationship for a long time, and now that they're going on a date, they're thinking about how things might go. It will be fine. I don't see anything to be for you to be worried about, Taurus. What do we need to know for Gemini? Gemini, things are going in your favor in general. There's a huge possibility for you to get possession of a lot of cash or money, or some big gain is coming into your life setting. It can be cash, money, or it can be, the way it's shown to me, it can be even food. Like, I don't know, so like your income, your blessing, anything that you take home, your income, it could be, or somehow whatever you take home to use for you, for yourself, or for your family, it's going to be number one, blessed, and it's going to be expanded, it's going to be magnified. Very nice energy. You are getting rid of some big negativity and some dark energy. Some of you might have a dog, or you have started investigating. That energy is very, very present here in this reading. Someone is investigating. If you are someone who's an investigator and you're a Gemini, you have a lot of connections and you can find the source of everything and kind of go to the deep down of what happened and why it happened. You might hear something that triggers an investigation or an idea in your head, and that even might change your mind about some people that you previously knew them as a different character. Be careful if you're using an elevator, specifically if you work in a building that's not finished, or those elevators that they use for construction. Be careful if you're using that. There is a warning for you with height. Maybe you are scared of height or something like that. But elevation, make sure if you're elevating or like escalating something, make sure you have everything that you need and all the safety matters are in place. Cancer, pregnancy for you, or you just had that pregnancy. There is a newborn. There is something that is forming. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a fetus and pregnancy, but it can be something which is forming. It exactly what I see is that like a fetus is being formed, but not for everyone is the same. It can be conception. Definitely, I see something is being conceived. Something that you wanted is happening. It's a job offer. It's a love, romance. It's a healing. Um, Ideas in your mind, your mindset, something is clicking. Sometimes something is conceiving and it's getting formed, and from that moment it starts growing. The setting is there. You can't change it anymore. You can't This is created. A creation is there. Again, I can say very clearly it's an idea that's born in your mind, and now you can't stop it. You can't stop thinking about it. If you know something, you cannot unknow it. You know it, and that's happened. So something has happened that you cannot change. You cannot undo it, and you need to go. Like again, it's like a pregnancy, and when a child is born, you can undo it. It's good, but it's a lot of work for you. It requires a lot of dedication. For some of you, you have prayed for this, you always wanted this, and now you have to commit to it. For some of you, this commitment might be difficult at the beginning, in the beginning, and you might be like, oh my God, I didn't know this. Now, what can I do? How can I manage this? If you are starting something, make sure you have all the resources to manage and handle, because when it's happening, it's happened and you can't undo it. So if you're making any decision, if you're accepting a job offer, going into a relationship, selling something, buying something, you will be committed. And chances you are very committed to your actions, so you have to complete this task. So Leo, if you have a daughter, you might have an argue with them why they're spending so much time or money on makeup. Or if you're a female energy, you might hear that comment from your father, your partner, your mother, any someone might complain to you that you're spending too much time on money on makeup, or you're too much time on the social media or in front of the mirror. You might be having this thought of having a vlog or a blog or a social media channel for promoting makeup, hairstyle, something with that. But be careful. Don't use all the product. I mean, don't trust every product that they send you to test on your body, because you might get allergies or there might be irritations. There might be irritations I see about this thing that you're doing, again, inside your family or your close settings of people, or it can be actually causing some allergies in your body. So be careful about that. For some of you, I see there is something that you need to cut, like cutting the fat from the meat. You are trying to cut some unnecessary connections, unnecessary relationships, and you really want to shine. You might have started something with someone, and now you want to separate, you want to be independent. It could be as easy as having someone helping you with a business, and now you just want to be the single star. You don't want them to be included. I don't see anything wrong, but this can bring some hardships for you and some talks on your back, because people might think that you have backstabbed them or something like that. But this totally is not your aim or your goal. This is something that you wanted, and some of you are struggling how to do this without hating anyone's feeling. Virgo, very happy energy. You're dancing, you're jumping up and down. I said in the reading, I can feel like you're happy when the weather is very good. Maybe there is some climate change, something that gives you a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm towards life. um, some of you are receiving like extraordinary happy energy or happy news that you're going outside and you're dancing. Some of you might be even performing some kind of art, or maybe you're shooting photos outside. I can feel like it was depending on to the weather. You were waiting for the weather change or a scenery, or maybe you go somewhere waiting for the sunrise or sunset to shoot or take pictures, and it will be beautiful. I mean, you spend a lot of time and effort for that moment to happen, and it will happen, and it brings a lot of happiness for you. Something that you are planning for to complete this task will be completed. Again, it requires a lot of effort, and you might need to wait for the right time. As I said, you need to wait for the time of sunset or sunrise, and then if you do, you will have a beautiful outcome, and that's going to happen for you. Again, not everyone is going to have photo calls or photo shooting outside, but my point is that something that you have been investing for is paying off, and all your wait and patience is going to pay off for you. Libra, I see two people talking to each other. It could be someone that you have been waiting to see them. Finally, it happens, and it brings a lot of happy energy or luck for you. Face to face conversation, justice is being served. I see the sign of Libra for you actually. Some of you are maybe finding a Libra, another Libra, who is very much um, into the same things that makes you happy. You specifically, you or a senior person in your setting, you might find someone who are very close to you, someone that you can chit chat with, specifically your mother or your father, or if you're older yourself, you might be like, oh, I like this lady I saw in the park or in the store, and we chatted and we had the same, you know, taste for everything, and we had a like, or there's a neighbor in the neighborhood that I really enjoy talking to them. You come out of your loneliness, you start again to trust more people and enjoy time with some people, and it can also bring romance for some of you. Very positive energy, something that you were missing in your life for a long time, and it's back. For some of you, you get healthy or healed from some issues that you had, and now you can get back on your feet and go outside. You can go meet people, and maybe you had a surgery or you had something that you needed to recover from, and you will recover. And again, I see that this brings a lot of joy to you and to your family. There's a lot that you can talk about, you can share about that, which is very happy and joyous. So connections, maybe different connections are coming into the picture. People that you haven't seen for a while, they might come back, and you might enjoy actually being with them. Scorpio, wow, I see the Scorpio here. Scorpio, you might have a fight with another Scorpio or a Cancer. A water sign might be trying to push you down or defeat you. There might be a hidden, I don't want to say war, but a hidden argument or struggle for you and another. I completely can see the Scorpio. It can be another Scorpio, or it can be a Cancer sign or any other sign, but they are trying to, what I feel like it's a hidden fight. It's a hidden struggle. Maybe at your work setting, there is something's going behind the scene and only you know, and your maybe your boss knows. Something is going on, and but everyone is very nice and professional, um, on paper or in reality, but behind the scene there's a lot of struggle. You might be struggling, and be careful. This person, you who this person that you have the struggle with, you can't neglect them. um, they might not be as powerful as you are. That's your thought or that's your mindset, but they can be dangerous. I mean, they can do things that can surprise you. So I would take it easy. If you need to take it to a corner and try to solve the problem without being hit or without being called out, that's the best thing that you can do. Definitely, because again, as I mentioned, this person is enough, is powerful enough, and they can also have a say and change things in their favor. So just have that in your mind when you're thinking about approaching or bringing in a strategy in the way you deal with this person. On the other hand, for some of you Scorpio, I see a union with you and another Scorpio, mm, which is nice, but again, keep things a little bit behind the scene. Don't bring everything out very quickly. Don't make the relationship public very quickly. There's things that you still need to work on behind the scene, and that's for your best of um, success and for your interest. So be careful about that. The two hands together. Some of you are getting engaged, or you're buying is I don't know, maybe um, rings. Sagittarius. Well, there is something that you're just seeing that the tip. You're just seeing a little bit of it, and there is more depth into it. You're not looking at the whole picture. You don't have the whole information. So hold on. Don't judge. Don't make a final decision before things are more clear. People might want to ask you or push you towards the way that, you know what, that's it. Just let it go, it's not that important, and that's all you. I mean, there's no, but there is more. There's more that you need to know. For, like, for example, you want to buy a property and they're like, oh, you just had a you go for inspection, you see the property, and that's it, that was all. So, you know, there's things that you still need to spend time and find out, or maybe have other people check that out for you. So don't hesitate to do that. There might be people who are trying to change your mind, but don't go with their decision, don't go with their mindset, because you are going to spend the money or time or your life or your feelings invested in this whatever thing that is that you're doing, and you don't want to be the person who um, misses the opportunity because someone didn't want you to have that time to explore. Some people are again trying to ask other people to be quiet. Again, it can be another example I can say. Maybe there is a child that you go out with your friends and the child might want to say something, but their parents stop them. Again, there's something that I don't want to say they're hiding from you, but for some reason they don't want you to know. Mm, Again, it's a general reading and different people are watching. So take whatever resonates and just have this hint in your mind. If this applies to you, it's just a guidance for you to have your eyes open and be mindful of these things happening around you, the energies that are around you. This is the whole meaning or the purpose of why I'm doing these readings, just to give you heads up about the energies. But it's again up to you, and it's maybe not even relevant for a lot of you, but it's good to be aware of the forecast of the energies around you, so you can make clever um, decisions. You might, Capricorn, you might want to have a clear conversation with someone. Someone might call you in their office or their home. You might be asked to go there and have a conversation. It's nothing bad. They want to have an honest conversation. For some of you, this might bring more responsibility in your life. Maybe it could be as easy or simple as someone is going somewhere. They want to ask if you can take care of their pets or their plants or their children. Or it can be that someone, your boss is retiring and they want you to take over their responsibilities. Again, for different people, it can mean differently. So again, take whatever resonates. This will be very private. Don't talk to other people about whatever happened. Let this wheel of fortune turn and bring that to you. Don't over exaggerate. Don't overestimate, and don't underestimate, of course, yourself. There is a magnified glass that you need to evaluate. If that's something that is happening and applies to you, and they're giving more um, roles and responsibilities for you, investigate that. Again, I think the whole energy around this reading today is to be somehow doubtful and don't accept something without investigating. We don't accept anything with closed eyes. There is some noise. I don't know if it's coming from your cell phone or something. There's some noise, electronic noise. Be careful if your microwave is leaking. I don't know if that's a thing, but there's some source of noise that might be bothering you. It could be that, or it can be simple enough, as simple as some people are gossiping around you. and you hear that and it's actually bothering you, mm, try to find the source, try to remove that source from your life. It's giving you some noise, and which is not pleasant. Who wants to have that? For some of you, maybe your alarm is not the best alarm that you have for mornings. It's like maybe giving you stress. You're starting your day with a lot of stress already just because the alarm noise is a little bit stressful. So maybe just have a little research and see what is the best tone for a wake up call. Aquarius. Aquarius, what is going on? Something is happening. You are missing someone. You see them. You might have cried. A reunion is happening. Something is happening that you'll be celebrating. You miss someone. There might be an opportunity to see them, but again, they will leave. So there's a short opportunity, and I see them as a very beautiful female energy, or you have them in your mind as a beautiful female energy. If you are male, you would love to be asking them out or be in a relationship with them. I don't know what is the hesitation that you have, but you dearly miss them when they're gone. Somehow you haven't made this clear to them, or they're not aware, or you think they're not aware, but they could be well aware of that. If it's a love relationship and you are really in love with someone, make them aware of that, because they might be having another ideas for their life. They might want to move on, and you might be surprised, Aquarius, to hear that they're getting engaged or they have someone else in their life. You have this secret love for them that you have been hiding. This is not going to end well if you keep hiding it. So if you have a chance or opportunity, or if you would like, this is just a suggestion, have a conversation with them. You will have the opportunity, but for a lot of you, I see you might not talk to them. You might not make it apparent and public. And I'm sorry to say that, but you will basically end up regretting that why you didn't talk to them. This is for a lot of you. I see that you might have the opportunity to find them again or see them again, but between this time to the next time, you will be very much heartbroken. You'll miss them dearly. This is a woman who ponytails her hair, or she does a updo hair. You might find a message from someone who's very dear to your heart as well. And for Pisces, what do we need to know for Pisces? Pisces, I see love and intimacy for you. I actually see you. Um, well, I can't say. I can't. I have to say what I see. I see you in bed with someone. You're getting very close to having a relationship. If you are dating someone, make sure that things move forward as in the way that you approve it, because I see for some of you, you might have dates and a date, and on the first day something might happen that you might regret. So try to take steps as you're comfortable with, or try to say things as you're comfortable with. There's a possibility that you say you regret why you did this. So let's put it that way. I see seduction, and I see seduction from a male energy. They might be really seducing you. Um, Again, I see a very good couple together. For a lot of you, I see an energy of having love and romance and intimacy back in your life after a while. For some of you, you might have started a very casual relationship with someone. You didn't expect much out of it, but actually, it comes very serious, and it becomes very um, strong between you. You two bound together, and you basically attach together. You want to spend more time together. Something that started casual, and let's see how it goes, stuff, something like that. I see that it goes very serious for you, and actually it's very nice. I see you guys even hold hands. It's hard for each of you to wake up in the morning and go to work, or go to your life, or go back to your home. um, Dating, is definitely there for you, and you're bounding someone who you didn't think you were bound, someone that you didn't take it seriously. This relationship was not taken seriously, but it will be very, very seriously. Something is that I'm seeing for the collective, be careful if you have a motorcycle, there might be an accident. You might have an accident with a lady who had groceries, and be careful if you are going high speed in the streets, specifically where people live. Some motorcycle accident I can see, definitely a lady is falling on their right side. If you're a lady, be careful if you walk, and I said they come from grocery, and their grocery might be, their shopping basket might be on the road. Very dangerous energy, or someone might be robbed with a motorcycle. They might attack. If you are this, I don't know where you fall, if you will be having an accident or causing an accident, but be careful. This is the very last message I saw, and I had to let you know. Well, my dear souls, yeah, there's no more messages. Someone might have a toothache. If you're pregnant and you can't go to the dentist, you need to do something for your tooth, because you might not be able to go because you are pregnant, but there needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Someone definitely needs to go to the dentist. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and until the next time, stay blessed.